It's your boy T-Bird, reaction. Today is Music Monday. About doing another episode of Direct Production. What happened was, finish up what I'm doing most of the dolls. I think I did all the dolls that he had on there so far. Could be some other ones, or maybe some new ones he released later on. But anyway, this one I'm assuming is close to the doll. Well, they already did close to the doll as well too with the MCB Music Generator game. Now I'm gonna check out this thing called Mpc Maid. So I was gonna do this part of the Mpc collection, but like the Kai Mpc collection, but I'm gonna do this because but I thought let me get this out of the way for the doll. As next I'm gonna start getting into the keyboard based production. Never done some already, but I'm gonna do the rest of it. But other than that, we want to check out Mpc Maid. What had happened was this is gonna be an interesting one to check out. Let's get it.
What's up? You got your boy Direct, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe, because today we're gonna be talking about the Mpc Maid. What had happened was the Mpc Maid. Now the Mpc Maid came out around 2009, and I don't know if you guys remember, but 2009 was a crazy year for DAWs. Machine just dropped. Ableton Live was running crazy. Pro Tools was still the industry standard, and the Mpc Maid application came out. The DAWs.
Hold on a second, little man fussing. Hold on. I'm back. Let's keep going.
Were killing hardware, period. Guys was like, listen, Machine is beating MP whatever now, 4,000, 2,500, you name it. Pro Tools is like the industry standard. There were people out there that felt like, I get everything I need with this DAW. I do not need hardware anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm 10 times faster on this DAW. Hardware for me is obsolete.
Well, like I can say that that's for most folks, but me with DAW, I tried it. I mean, I like the hardware with the DAW better as well too, to be honest though. I'm trying to look up Direct Production. See, he do the Direct Production. He did other they do other dolls one, but I think let's keep going.
This is how some people felt around 2009 when dealing with DAWs and stuff like that. Great Cyril Martrere, the developer and former DJ, made the Mpc Maid. Now, it was modeled after the MPC 187 program, which was for Mac computers, which basically was the same thing. It was basically an editor for your MPC 500, 1000, 2500. All the editing features that would take time on your MPC, you could do it on this application and just load it up to your MPC via USB or through a flash card or something like that. So it was really convenient for MPC users. No longer was the MPC guy last in the race. If there was a race between someone on Ableton Live versus someone on an MPC, the Ableton Live guy would be already sequencing his beat and everything. And when you look over at the MPC guy, he's still trying to name the program. The guys would be like, hey, listen, you've been here for 16 minutes already. You're still trying to name the program, MPC guy? Just name it Lost, because that's what's about to happen to you. Now, you got to remember, this was a time
is why I love this
when you were
commentary.
trying to get all the information you could about your MPC. And even reading the manual really didn't prepare you for what you needed to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would buy the MPC. You know, you're at Sam Ash and you're buying these MPCs, and you're asking the sales guy, hey, bro, what's a sequence? And he's like, hey, man, don't worry about it, man. Go to the forums. They'll help you out. And so you're going to these MPC forums, not realizing that the forums, the MPC forums, is gladiator school. You know what I'm saying? You come in here if you want to get destroyed. You know, so you're coming in here and you're like, hey fellas, yeah, I'm kind of new here. What's a sequence? And they're like, hey, who's sexy new MPC owner 68? what's this idiot asking us? What's a sequence? And you're like, yeah, guys, I just want to know what a sequence is. They're like, did you read the manual? And you're like, no. They're like, why don't you read the manual, a-hole, and then ask what a sequence is? And you're like, oh, but they're like, a sequence is what I did to your mom last night.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I had a couple sequences with her. It was real good. Yeah. And you're like, what the heck? And then another guy comes in, yeah, man. And then after they were done, I then started to have a sequence with your mom. I put on her pads, I looped her, time stretched her, did all of that, and even recorded it.
Yo.
You want to see? And the guy's like, hey, man, why are they treating me like this? And then you log off, and then you're going and you're checking out the manual and still not getting a good concept.
I know.
You come back. You come back on, and then finally, Lamp Dog tells you, "Yeah, man, the sequence is a section of bars with multiple MIDI and audio tracks, bro. You should really read the manual, man. It'll help you out." You're like, "Oh, okay, thanks, Lamp Dog." Now, as far as using the Mpc Maid, this was a really easy application to use. You know what I'm saying? You had to use a WAV file. I think it couldn't be no longer than 4 bars long, you know, and you would drag and drop it on the chop slice portion of the Mpc Maid. And when you did that, these transient points would come up. And to the right of the Mpc Maid, they would have a slider, and when you're moving the slider, it'll change the transient points. I think you could change it with the arrow keys and the space bar also. But basically, you're doing your chops. You're assigning your chops doing that. After you're done, you press the export button, and it exports everything into whatever folder you choose. And then all your chops are now in that folder. And in one motion, you drag and drop all the chops to the Mpc Maid pad page, where it has all the pads of your MPC, and now all the pads is filled up with your samples. And from there, you can basically do all the editing. You go through the parameters, you can put the note on, the mute groups, the one shots, the monos. You got the filter section. You could do all the filters, the tuning, basically all the editing things that you would do on your MPC before you start sequencing your beat. You could basically do in this application. After you're done, you just save it all as a program file. You save it all, you name your file. I think the name couldn't be too long because the MPCs couldn't really read long names like that. So you got to make sure your name's a certain amount of digits. But you just name the program, save it, and just transfer it to your MPC via USB or a flash card. So this was a really easy application to use. The Mpc Maid saved some MPCs, like the 500. It saved the 500. The 500 was on life support. It was like on the gurney, and they was like, clear, clear. I don't think it's gonna make it, Bob. What's the problem? There's no wave chopping. The only way to do it is to chop by numbers. And these millennials do not want to chop by numbers. No. Clear. And they was like, all right, well, I guess we got to put the sheets over it. Hold on. Somebody just rolled in something called an Mpc Maid. Let's check this thing out. I'm telling you, the Mpc Maid saved some MPCs, man. And I really think Akai was paying attention at the time, because I think this was like the predecessor of going to different things like the MPC Renaissance and the MPCs that followed the Renaissance and everything like that. I think Akai was paying close attention and was realizing that combining the hardware and the software application together is the move. You know, that's where the MPC needs to go. So shout out to Cyril Martraire, the developer, for making this Mpc Maid. And shout out to the guys that made the 187, the MPC 187, or the MPC Blue Box. Shout out to all them guys, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So when the Maid came out, as far as the price, it was around free. It was on the house. You know what I mean? So you couldn't lose. If you didn't like it, don't use it. If you like it, use it. It was free.
Nice.
You know, but the Mpc Maid definitely made its imprint on MPC history. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Mpc Maid. What had happened was, So this is your boy, Direct, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like.
Cool. This is good little info about the Native Shade. Yes, that's his name. The Mpc Maid. I'm just curious to see. Do he have a picture? I'm just curious to see what he look like. I'm just curious to see what he looks like. That production. He has to show his face. Alright, that's not around. But anyway, I'm curious what he look like. But other than that, this was another good one. Interesting little information right here, though. So I'm gonna start now. I think I did all the dolls now, so I'm gonna start getting into the keyboard-based like production materials as well too soon. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.